Thank you so much. Good morning. Mm, Good morning. Do I have somebody joining me this morning? It is what, just 8 o'clock here. Just grabbing some tea. I'm gonna sit on the porch for a little bit before I get going with, normal Saturday errands. I'm getting ready we're getting ready to start packing for my trip. I have my things all set aside, like, on top of the suitcase. I have a couple of things that I need to iron yet before I put in the bag. But one of the things that I wanted to take with me, I realized I hadn't completely put together yet. So I need to work on that this morning. Not sure if anybody is into scrapbooking still anymore, but I kind of was into scrapbooking. And so I got this little like travel journal right before my last trip, and I was able to meet the captain of the ship. This was on the Independence of the Seas, and so I had him. I really wanted the ship stamp, which apparently each ship has its own unique stamp, and you can kind of collect them. And so I was trying to meet the captain so I could see about getting my book stamped. And this like meet and greet question and answer session that was hosted. It was in like one of the bars, one of the lounges. And so of course he didn't have the stamps with him, but he was nice enough to sign the book anyway and take a picture with me. And so I have that. And I would like to try and see if I can get the captain of the next ship to sign the book as well. So anyway, I was just trying to put together that little scrapbook. I used to really be into scrapbooking, so I have a lot of, stickers and stamps and that kind of stuff for the scrapbook. But this time I was actually looking for. I went into the scrapbooking box looking for the adhesive strips. I know I have a ton of them, but of course, just because I was looking to grab it right before I came on, I couldn't find them. So I might have to run by Michael's or something and get some scrapbooking stuff just so I can finish putting this together. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit here and have a little bit of tea, see if anybody comes in and wants to chit chat. Hopefully, people are out and getting ready to, or we're getting up and getting ready to head out. It's a big travel weekend this weekend for Memorial Day, um, sort of the unofficial kickoff of summer and summer vacations. So hopefully everybody's out and about taking a trip, doing something cool. It is actually a little bit chilly right now, but I like these early morning chats. Birds are out, people are walking their dogs. Sure, I might. Oh, maybe I'll go and do that. Anybody else miss their cameras? I love my phone, and it's very convenient taking pictures on the phone, having having everything on your phone. But do you forget to print the pictures out? I do. Well, this was just meant to be a little impromptu Saturday morning chat. Maybe nobody's out and about this morning or up this morning. Maybe there's some other lives happening. Oh, CME Traveling is on. I think Grandma Yudi is on. Secret Blackburn is on. Who's gonna have my tea? Oh, just like, turn my mug around. Hopefully you can see. Just you and me and a cup of tea. So anyway, as I was looking for the my scrapbooking stuff in the bin, look what I found. A canister of 35 millimeter film. I have no idea of how old this is, or of what vacation this was from. I'm looking to see if it. I think the film used to have an expiration date on it. At least maybe that was the outside package. I don't see anything that says has a date. There's numbers on here, but I don't. That's not a date code. So I'm not even sure where I would have this. Could try and take this to be developed right now. I guess I could check with Walgreens or Walmart um, to see if they drop it off or can send it out for service to be developed. I don't know if you do that anymore, or if there's an online, maybe a Shutterfly or something like that, that you could send it in to be developed. So I need to check because now I'm curious to see what that is. Hey, Sheena, why am I up so early? Because I'm just an early bird. I'm just an early bird. Said it's Saturday morning. I'm just gonna get up and start doing, laundry or whatever. So I have a load of laundry in now, and I thought, well, I'll just see who's up, who feels like chit chatting. What are you doing up? It's earlier for you than it is for me. It's what 8:12. So are you 2 hours behind? Is it 6 or 7 for you? Woke up. Yeah, sometimes that happens. You just wake up. Just wake up. I'm sitting here talking to you. Well, I was talking to myself when you came in, but I was talking about I found this canister of film, of 35 millimeter film. I couldn't even tell you what camera it was to now. It's 712. Okay. Looked at the TV and it said you were live. Oh, that's sweet then. Thank you for jumping on. Um, this canister of 35 millimeter film, I clearly took all the pictures on it. It needs to be developed. I have no idea where you take film to be developed anymore. I guess I can check Walmart or Walgreens to see if they do it, but I think everything is all digital now. Don't know. I'm sure I don't have the camera that these pictures were taken on anymore. But now I'm really curious. What's on here and how old is it? I had a Fuji kind of Instamatic 35 millimeter camera a long time ago. So I think this is pretty old stuff. I need to see what was on there. I used to be really into scrapbooking, and I still like to scrapbook, but I don't really. It's time, Once my daughter came along, I didn't have as much time to do that, and so maybe I need to rekindle that. I know that would be exciting to see what's on there, right? I need to figure out where I can take it, or if I have to mail it in somewhere. I don't know. I don't even think we have like a photo hobby shop place around that could that could do it for me. So that might be a little challenge, a little bit of a mystery where not only what's on there, but where can I get it developed? Well, the reason that I found that is that I was kind of I'm getting ready for my trip sheet. I still have a couple weeks, but I wanted to actually start. I have all my clothes like set on top of the suitcase, but I wanted to actually go ahead and pack today. And I had something else set on top of the suitcase, which is this little travel journal that I started making for myself. Follow your dreams. I got this little book from the dollar store. At the beginning of the school year, they have all these supplies, and this little book was one of the things, and so I got it. It was $1. You know how we like things that cost $1. So I took it on my last cruise, which was in October. I was on the Independence of the Seas, Royal Caribbean, and before that, I had heard someone say that you could collect ship stamps. Hey, Team Reese, how are you? Hey, Mr. Timmy Ray the King, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I had heard someone say that you could collect ship stamps. And I don't think they're postage kind of stamps. I think it's literally a stamper. The captain of every ship has a signature stamp, and if you get your travel journal to them, that they would stamp it for you, and maybe might write a note or put some other little memento in there. And so when I got on the ship, I was like, "How do I do this? How do I do this?" So I asked the cabin steward, how do I get this travel journal to the captain? And she was really unsure. Um, doing was just uploading a new YouTube video. Oh, okay. Everybody's probably busy doing editing and everything today, Timmy. Um, so the cabin steward didn't really know how to send the journal to the captain, but she told me, okay, I guess it's like cabin stewardess, but she told me how to go to this meet and greet that the cabin captain was hosting, so that I could meet him. Now, I don't know if all of the ships have restarted the meet and greet. It used to be a big thing, where you could meet the captain, take pictures with him. Now there's female captains too, so I don't know with him or her. And you could, it was usually like a cocktail hour. You take pictures, you have a glass of champagne, and maybe they would say a few words. So that all stopped, of course, because of COVID. And I was, anyway, just excited about trying to figure out how to meet up with the captain. So she told me when this meet and greet was going to be. And the funny thing is, I think she told me on, like, when I boarded on probably a Saturday, and the event wasn't until Thursday. So of course I had totally forgotten about it. So I'm strolling to my cabin on Thursday afternoon, and she happens to see me in the hallway, and she's like, "Miss Alisa, what are you doing here? You got to go see the captain." And I was like, "Huh? What? Oh my gosh, yes, you told me about that." So I go running through the ship. It was like, of course, it wasn't like the most convenient lounge to find the captain. You had to take this elevator, walk across the ship, take another one, go up. You're a race car driver. Well, that's going to be awesome. Oh, now I remember. I have seen your videos. Be careful. That looks it looks fun, but it's dangerous. So I go running across the ship. I have to take another elevator to get to, I don't even know what floor it was, to run into this meet and greet with the captain. Of course, by the time I get there, it's already underway. So I'm kind of like just sneaking in the back. But I managed to talk to him at the end of the meet and greet, and he signed the book for me. He didn't have the ship stamps that I was asking about with him, but he was nice enough to sign the book and take a picture with me. And so I was just trying to. Oh, you've been racing for 37 years. Wow. Okay. All right. I guess you kind of know what you're doing there, Mr. Timmy. um, yeah, so I was just trying to put this little make this a little bit of a scrapbook. I couldn't find my all my adhesive strips that I used to have for scrapbooking, so I might have to make a run to Michael's so I can secure this down. But anyway, so I have that as the first signature in this book, and I'm gonna take it on the next cruise and see if I have luck during the same thing, meeting the captain of the Carnival Conquest. I see Team Reese is in. Have you guys done or noticed? Have they restarted meet and greets on ships in general? I was so happy, Sheena. I mean, I'm pretty happy generally, but I was so happy that I was able to catch up with the captain. I didn't totally miss it because I don't know what I was even doing that day, and thank goodness that the cabin stewardess recognized me or remembered that I had even asked her about that. And was like, "You got to go right now. You got to go right now." And pointed me in that way. And then he was super nice too. He's like, sure, of course I'll sign it. I'm sorry I don't have the stamper with me, but I'll sign it for you. Um, so that was really nice. It was a good thing. So like I said, I was looking for the my all my scrapbooking materials and in the bin or in the little tote that I had all of that stuff in. There's some other like random pictures and stickers and stuff. I came across this canister of film that I have no idea what's on it. Team Ray says I was invited to a private sail away from Nassau on the Celebrity Summit. Nice. It was a cocktail hour kind of thing, but I can't remember if the captain was there. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that's like has gone away because of COVID, or if now it's going to be a super exclusive VIP kind of perk, private invitation only. But that's really cool. I'm sure you love the Celebrity Summit. I hear nothing but good things about celebrities, so hopefully I can get on there at some point. Is this Ray or Kiki? Or both? I always feel like I need to ask, who am I talking to? Doesn't matter. But yeah, so I don't know if that's going to be like events that they're being restarted since COVID, or if it's going to be, you know, here and there, or invitation only, or what. But I hope it hasn't isn't one of those things that has totally disappeared um, because of the because of COVID. We're sailing again. Ships are definitely full. Want to see the captain? Hey, Kiki. Yes, it was a beautiful ship. My parents just went on the Apex, and they can't stop talking about it, about how um, beautiful it was or it is, and um, they loved it. And they didn't somehow they managed to do the or managed to miss doing the magic carpet elevator thing. It looks really cool. My mom says they saw it, but I don't know. I guess it just didn't work out that they didn't ride it. But otherwise, um, the ship was beautiful. So much artwork on there, all different kinds, the different um, restaurants. They really enjoyed it, and they've been big Royal Caribbean fans for years, but they're kind of like, I don't know if I want to go on Royal Caribbean now. I mean, I know it's the same line, but they really appreciate the upgrades of those new celebrity ships. I need to retire from racing, but it's hard to quit. I tried to quit 2 years ago, and my Brian buy a race car, and when I seen his race car, I told my cousin, "Forget this. I gotta get back." Well, I would imagine it would be hard to quit it after 37 years. Um, that's cool that I'm sure you have quite a community of fellow racers that you're hanging out with. So yeah, I can understand that you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out, but be careful. That's all right. That's all right. Team rate. Oh, definitely want to get on one of the celebrities' larger ships one day. Summit was smaller, but newly remodeled and just gorgeous. Yeah. Hey, Keisha. Happy Saturday to you. How are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Um, no, you're on the. I know this is early for you. I'm going to say Sheena got on and said, "What are you doing on so early?" It's like it's like 7:15 for her, 7:26 now for her. So I'm like, I'm an early bird. What can I say? What can I say? I am an early bird. I don't want to. I was Keisha. Were you on when I was talking about the travel journal? I basically was trying to. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sheena. Talking about this travel journal, and I when I was on Independence of the Seas, I managed to meet the captain. I had heard, actually, I don't know if you guys follow on social media, Captain Kate. She is a captain on or of the celebrity. I'm going to say the wrong ship. I think it's the Beyond. And she, shares all kinds of stuff. She's the pictures of the bridge, her team, her just her travels around the world. She's kind of there in Europe right now. But anyway, she was talking about how she had received a travel journal from one of the passengers, and she was flipping through and showing the travel journal and talking about how the captains all have these stamps that they can, stamp someone's travel journal and just sign it and do a little memento, and then it becomes a nice keepsake to have over the years. And so I thought, oh well, that's super nice. I'm kind of, I like scrapbooking. I like, as a kid, I definitely had my share of autograph books. Even though it was just like, my neighbor, not an actual celebrity that I was collecting autographs from. But I thought I could do that. Excuse me. So I wasn't sure if the captain meet and greets had restarted because they stopped them during COVID. But I went ahead and I got this little travel journal, and it's not anything. I mean, you can make it super fancy if you want, but I just got this little follow your dreams travel. Well, I call it a travel journal from the Dollar Tree. From Dollar Tree when when it was all back to school shopping time. I picked up this little journal with that in mind, thinking if I can pass it to the captain and get it back, awesome. If I don't get it back, it's not a big loss. But anyway, my cabin stewardess managed to tell me where to go and meet the captain. I almost missed it, but she saw me at my cabin at the wrong time and sent me on my way. And so I was able to finally get to the right spot and meet the captain. And he didn't have the stamps with him, but he was happy to sign the book and take the pictures. And I was just trying to now secure this in the book and make sure I have it so that I could take it with me on the conquest and hopefully get the next captain to sign it. Yes, they started back with the meet and greets. Okay, great. So did you get to go to one on your cruises, Keisha? Nice looking forward to seeing your adventure. Thanks, Gina. I'm looking forward to the adventure too. And it is kind of an adventure for me just because I this is my first time going on a group cruise. I mean, I've traveled with my family, not huge number of us, but traveled with my family, so we had a little group. But this time I'm meeting up with a group that I only know through online. Meet and I, the channel Meet and I have sponsored this group cruise out of Miami on the Carnival Conquest. I think there's something like 65 people in the group, so 30 some cabins. About half of those folks are vloggers, or YouTubers. So it'll be nice to meet them and put just get to know the actual people behind those videos, and then some are just their other family or friends who want to cruise. Some people who have not cruised yet before, so this is their first time cruising. So there, of course, there's a lot of excitement around that, and they have some neat activities planned, or you can kind of do your own thing, go off on your own and see what you want to see. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't done that before, so I hope it's a really fun time. I think it will be. It seems like it's all people who are enthusiastic about meeting and want to go and have a good time. Um, I didn't try to wrangle the through the crowd, excuse me, but got videos from afar. Okay, well that's all right. I wonder if it's hopefully it'll be well organized if they have it on the conquest, so it's not so not a crush trying to get through the crowd. I do remember before having to wait in line to shake hands for and take a picture. So that's okay. We can do that. We can do that. I'm gonna ask I think when I get, well, not when I first get on, because the guest services line will, of course, be crazy crowded. But I think it will add that guest services, if not with my cabin steward, how or if there is a set way to pass the travel journal to the captain and get it stamped and get it back to me. So I will see. I'll let you guys know, or I'll try to remember to record to see how that goes. I actually tried to call Carnival and ask just to see if there was sort of a set process, and I don't think the lady that I was talking to quite understood what I was asking for, and she kind of she was lovely, but she kind of gave me an answer like um, that we're not allowed to try and contact the captain. I can't try to email them. There's no email address available. I'm like, I don't want to email them. I am happy to wait my turn and stand in line with all the rest of the passengers. But I wanted to know if there was actually a set process rather beside me just running through the ship. Um, so I think it was you who asked, would you work on a cruise ship? My correct question is, would you, Alisa? Um, Gosh, that's a good question, Sheena. Maybe that's retirement. Retirement, because none of us are going to be able to actually retire. I okay. My big hesitation with that is just that I have my issue with the seasickness, right? Um, I will go and be prepared. I went to the doctor. I got my prescription for my patch, so I have that. I have all of my backups, my C-bands, my Dramamine, my gum. I have all of that stuff. So, but I would be worried about whether or not that is something I could um, do for long stretches of time and work and do all the activities that because those folks work hard and long hours and you don't have time to be seasick. So if I knew that I could control that, I think it could be fun. Although you see now the people working on the cruise ships, they're younger people for the most part. I mean, the captain and the officers are a little bit older and have more experience under their belt. But I do think it might be a young person's game where just because of the hours and the length of time that you're away from home. So I'll think about it, Sheena, but maybe it could be a retirement plan. It's my way to see the world and know how it's being paid for. So I'm not gonna say never, but I'm not 100% sure. You said it was on the first C day, and I was in my what's MAS t-shirt when I passed by, and everyone else was in fancy dress. So yeah, I did not even try. Oh, well, maybe you should have done one of these, Keisha, like fluffed up your t-shirt and just walked on in. I'm sure you were great. I think I would enjoy it when my daughter's grown. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, you gotta have another plan. You gotta have another plan for when they when they leave the house. um, yeah, there was an older lady in the buffet area and would say she was not having a good day. Like, look, she seemed tired. Keisha. Yeah, a crew member. Oh, sorry. Yes, I was like, what's MAS? Got it. I don't have one of those T-shirts. I am the melanin at sea. Yeah, so she was like, did it seem like she was just tired or just sort of out of sorts? It's hard work, and you got to have the energy. They're not easy to get one. Yeah, the shirts. I know they run out all the time. Um, but anyway, so the older lady that was working the buffet, like, were you able to tell what the issue was? Like, did it seem like she was tired or just, we all have an off day, right? Or a day where you're not necessarily 100% perky, carefree, out of sorts. Very rude. Oh, well, that's no good. That's no good. So I don't know. That makes you sad too, because it's kind of like it's a dream job for a lot of people, and maybe it was for her too, because they have to go through a lot of things to even get a position on the cruise ship. Neighbors heading out. They look like they're heading out on an adventure for it's a holiday weekend. So um, yeah. Anyway, they especially from different countries, they go through so much to be able to get all of the visas and the clearances and the medical evaluations and everything else that they need to be able to be hired by the cruise line. So um, that's a shame if you go through all of that and then it's like I can't deal with all these people. And I'm not saying that all cruisers are easy to deal with. I'm sure she, had seen some things. But yeah, I would agree with that, Keisha. That's very unusual. That for the most part, they are a happy bunch, or at least they project that they are a happy bunch when they're in front of everybody. Hello, Lee Sung. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Um, yeah, but I'm sure our fellow cruisers can be a handful, and especially at the buffet. We get excited about the buffet. Excited slash hangry. Well, that's a question for you guys. Like, I know that of course, I had just sort of started the channel at that point, but on my last trip, I wasn't good about remembering to take pictures of the food, or the blog about my meals. Is that you guys like seeing that kind of stuff? You want to see the food? Is that interesting? I will try to remember to hit record. Like Sheena, I would be worried about you. What would you be able to eat? I know you can do you eat meat basically, but can you do? Yes, you want to see the food? Okay, I'll try to. I'm really gonna try to remember to do the food. Oh, you can do seafood. Okay, seafood. I know you eat steak, beef, but would like the I feel like everything on well, not everything, but a lot of things are um, dishes that are in sauces or gravies or things like that. They do have, or I've seen fresh, like the carving stations for roast beef and turkey and whatever, lamb, whatever they're serving that day. And there's always seafood. Yeah. Okay. And cheese. Okay. I will. Yes, Keisha says yes. Everything. Okay. I will try my best to remember to record the food. Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't. There are many low carb options, but the temptation of the non keto stuff, that's the problem. Yeah, yeah. I don't know all the restrictions, or I probably don't know a lot about the restrictions on keto, but you know how I am about the sweets, guys. So I'm gonna go be interested in that stuff for sure. So I will try to just record it generally, and then if there are those special options or kind of select menus for gluten free or carb no carb kind of diets, I'll show them. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Got to work on my food picture taking skills. I will do that. People love food videos. I know. I have to not have to make sure I remind myself you know, before I start eating that I should be recording so people can see. Because that wasn't what normally happens. I'd get my plate and then, I ooh and ah over it and then start eating and like, oh my gosh, I should have recorded that. So record first. Got it. Carnival has a special station now where they can help you determine all the ingredients and the food options. Ah, fancy, fancy. Okay. It's best to go before meals to plan, though. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, probably I don't think about it as I didn't don't think about it because I'm not usually at the buffet. Um, I I like to sit down. I like to go into the main dining room and I like to be served. I feel like that's for me, that's a big part of the vacation where I'm not having to cook. I'm not having to wait on myself or others. So hit me up, main dining room. But I have a feeling like with the group and all the activities, that's probably where we're going to be more often. So, but anyway, yeah, okay, good, good, good. I will try and show as much of that as I can. Sheena says that's a great tip. Keisha, yep, I agree. Thank you. I use it because of my. Your son has nut allergies. Oh yeah, well you'd have to be really careful about what the ingredients are. Sorry about that, you guys. Some neighbors parked right outside here. Um, I use it because of sun out. You should have recorded that, but didn't think about it. Yeah, you don't think about it, and especially when you're, trying to make sure your son is able to eat something that's not going to cause a problem. That was your first concern, not thinking about recording. So I appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate that. Sorry about the about the truck that's revving up, but I think hopefully they're heading out to do something fun for the start of the holiday weekend. It looks like they might be heading to the beach. Um, I live with lupus, so I have to be strict for the most part. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what made me think of it, Sheena. Where I was like, you know, what would you be able to eat? And I know people have, like Keisha saying, the nut allergies, or they have all kinds of allergies, or people are really concerned about gluten free right now too. Um, whether they have a diagnosed condition or um, it's just a choice, a dietary choice. So, okay, I will be definitely mindful of that and try to show. I don't know if there is a guy's burger on this ship, but if there is, I will check to see if there is another option. I'm not a beef eater, so I would like to see if there is. I would even try like a meat substitute or a veggie patty or something like that to just to try it. Everybody raves about, hi, M&A Mystery Tours. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Raves about that. And I'd like to see if there is another option from that. Interesting. I don't know if I talked about this already. I may have, but here in Orlando, Guy Fieri also has a chicken restaurant. It's called Chicken Guy, and those chicken sandwiches are amazing. So I know Carnival has Shaq's Big Chicken. So maybe they don't, they wouldn't want to have both the burger joint and his chicken place on the same, or on ships at the same time. But I would love it if they had a chicken option to the guys' burgers. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Excuse me. Good. Thank you. Getting ready for bed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're trying to just get going. But thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Where are you, Emily? Are you in Australia then? Um, other other side of the world there. We are excited here in the U.S. because it's a holiday weekend for us. Kind of the kickoff for summer. Everybody hopefully everybody is going to do something a little bit fun, maybe check out a barbecue or two. um, hey, Tuber Chat, word up. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. um, anyway, to get sort of the kickoff. Oh, thank you for sharing it out. I appreciate it. Kickoff for summer. So yes, you're in Australia. Awesome. Thanks again for coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You can get a chicken breast from the deli. Yes, that's what I was thinking too, Keisha. I would sort of make my own concoction if they didn't have anything from the deli sandwich station. Most have grilled or the breaded chicken breast. Yes, I was thinking that if there is a guy's burger shop or restaurant that if I tried something and they didn't have the substitute available, I think there is a substitute, but you have to specifically ask for it. They won't even list it on the menu. You know, they want to promote the burgers, which I totally get. But if that fails, um, I did think about that. I could just go and grab a piece of chicken and make my own combo at my table there. But thank you. But that's good. That's a good thought. that is a good. That's a good thought. Okay, so you guys definitely want to see food. You want to see what? Well, I'm going to show whether you really want to see or not. How I do on this. Get my book signed by the captain mission. What else are you interested in seeing on the ship? Just everything in general. I have not done a full like ships tour. Um, I was thinking about trying to do that, but I don't want to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I don't want to like totally spoil it. This is not a new ship, so there's probably already those excuse me kind of videos available if people are checking it out. I just wonder if that's something that people are generally interested in, just seeing the walking tours of the full ships. I think they're pretty popular. Um, but I'm curious to see what you guys think. So I get to Miami on Sunday. Hopefully I'll have some time to tour around a little bit in Miami. I've been through Miami a lot of times, but I haven't really toured there ever. So maybe I can go and see something in Miami. You're interested to see how my rooming situation goes. I'm interested to see how my rooming situation goes too. I was super excited, and I'm glad that it worked out so that I could join this group and join this cruise. But I think both myself and my roommate are kind of like not used to sharing a cabin, and certainly not with non-family members or your besties. So I hope all will go well, and it'll be fine. And there's plenty of stuff to do, right? It's a big ship. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. But yes, I will definitely do the room tour. We're in a balcony cabin, which should be very nice. I don't even remember what deck we're on. I want to say it's like 11, so high high up. I usually go for an ocean view um, cabin on a lower deck midship for seasickness purposes or to avoid seasickness purposes. And the cost savings is a difference in the cost between the balcony cabins and the ocean view rooms. I'm generally happy with just having the ocean view, the porthole whole view, um, and then I get my full views of the ocean when I go up on deck. It encourages me to get up and goes out on deck, and I don't really. To me, that's where I can save a little bit for the trip. I don't need the balcony cabin. I can just enjoy the full deck. Oh, good night to you, M&A Mystery Tours. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Um, Go, yes, Sheena. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining and then helping me get started, not having to hear and talk to myself. I appreciate it. Get your rest. Get your rest. Get your rest. um, so yeah, so all in all, I think it'll be a good time, and I will try and capture as much of it all as I possibly can. On my list of last minute items, I do need to get a couple more SD cards for my action camera so that I can. Thanks for sharing that out. Sheena, thank you for putting the links. I appreciate it, guys. And you too, Keisha. I saw you put up links for M&A. Thank you for doing that. Um, on my last minute items that I have to pick up, I need to pick up more SD cards, so I have them for the action camera. So that would be the worst to like be trying to film something and and then you have nothing because the camera's not recording because it has no more memory. So I will. Oh, thank you, Sheena. Thank you. You have a great day too. You too. I hope the weather's good. I know you mentioned it was warm yesterday. You spelled war wrong the first time, and Sheena. Oh, Sheena's Ketovore life. And she added the reseller, so she changed it up just a little bit. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining in, you guys. Have a great day. Have a great Memorial weekend. Hopefully, you're doing something fun. You get a barbecue or two planned, or heading to the beach if it's warm enough. Doing something fun on this unofficial official kickoff kickoff to summer. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live on Monday night. Excuse me. I do think I'll be celebrating Memorial Day, but I may go live during the day. So um, anyway, hopefully I will see you guys back then. But I appreciate it. Have a great Saturday. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks. Bye, Team Reese. Bye, Sheena. Bye, Keisha. Oh, it's supposed to start raining there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bye.